Hi, hello, good morning. Now I am going to explain you discuss the Ethernet and ARP. ARP full form is Address Resolution Protocol. And what is Ethernet and ARP? The Address Resolution Protocol uses a simple message format containing one address resolution, request or response. The packets are carried at the data link layer of the underlying network as raw payload. In the case of Ethernet, the Ethernet type value is used to identify ARP frames. And first of all, we are capturing and analyzing Ethernet frames. And let's begin the Ethernet frames. First of all, make sure that browser cache is empty, and we can select tools clear recent history and check the box for cache. The Ethernet exports selects tools Ethernet option and delete files. We can now start the Wireshark packet snapper, and we are copying this URL into the browser, and this is the history of this URL. And these are the capturing packets. Stop the Wireshark packet capture. Since this lab is about the Ethernet and ARP, we are not interested in IP layer protocol. So let's change Wireshark listing of capture brackets windows so that it shows information only about protocols below IP. To have Wireshark do this, select Analyze Enable Protocols. Then uncheck the IP box and select OK. Now open the Wireshark and analyze, then enable, then enable protocols. We already done this, so I'm showing the how to do this process. Now I am discussing the question and answer. The first question is, what is the 48-bit Ethernet address of your computer? In Wireshark, the Ethernet source address is Cisco underscore AF colon D1 colon D6. The Ethernet source address is 70 colon 01 colon B5 colon AF colon D1 colon D6. And the second question is, what is the 48-bit destination address in the Ethernet frames? The destination IP address is cloudnet underscore F1 colon 25 colon 90. And the source address is cloudnet colon underscore F1 colon 25 colon 90. And the type is IPv4, and this one 0x40. And the third question is, give the hexadecimal value for the 2 bytes frame type field. What upper layer protocol does this correspond to? And the hexadecimal value is 0x0800. It is the IPv4 protocol address. And the fifth question is how many bytes. Fourth question is how many bytes from the very start of the Ethernet frame does the ASCII G in the get appear in the Ethernet frame? And the G searching, the capital J of the value is 47 and 55, the hexadecimal value. The question is what is the value of the Ethernet source address? Is this the address of your computer? What device has this? And the source IP address was the Cisco underscore AF colon D1 colon D6. The IP address of this source address is 70 colon 01 colon B5 colon AF colon D1 colon D6. And the sixth question is what is the destination address in the Ethernet frame? Is this the Ethernet address? Ethernet address, the destination 3C colon 55 colon 76 colon F1 colon 25 colon 90. This is the destination address of the Ethernet. And the seventh question is give the hexadecimal value of the 2 bytes frame type field. What upper layer protocol does this corresponded to? Seventh, seventh question is similar to third question. The hexadecimal value is 0x0800. And the eighth question is how many bytes from the very start of the Ethernet frame does the ASCII 0 in the OK appear in the Ethernet address? The ASCII decimal of the hexadecimal of this protocol is 0 is 4F and 90. The second part, the address resolution protocol, ARP caching. The second part is the address resolution protocol and ARP caching. Now I am discussing the what is ARP caching. ARP caching is a collection of address resolution protocol. It enters that are created when an IP address is resolved to a MAC address. And to get look the contents of the ARP cache on your computer, and ARP used to resolve the layer 2 protocol used to map MAC address to IP address, and all the hosts on the network are located by their IP address, but NIC do not have IP address, they have MAC address. First of all, open the command promote and enter the ARP, and these are the results. These are the functions of the ARP, like minus A. We are entering the minus A, and these are the results we get. These are the dynamic static websites. I am discussing the ninth question. Write down the contents of your computer's ARP cache. What is the meaning of each column value? The answer is the internet address column contains the IP address. The physical address column contains the MAC address, and the type indicates the protocol type. And the 10th question is Observe the ARP in action. What is the hexadecimal values for the source and destination address in the Ethernet frames containing the ARP request message? And the source value of the 70.01 B5 AF D1 D6, and the destination is 3C 55 76 51 25 9D. Give the hexadecimal value for the 2 bytes Ethernet frame type field. What upper layer protocol does this corresponded to? ARP tab is 0x0800, and the padding value is this one. Um, 12th question is download the ARP specification. I already downloaded this, and again, how many bytes from the very beginning of the Ethernet frame does the ARP opcode field begin? Ethernet 14 bytes, hardware type 2 bytes, protocol type 2 bytes, hardware size 1 byte, protocol size 1 byte. And question number B, in 12th, what is the value of the opcode field within the ARP payload part of the Ethernet frames in which an ARP request is made? In this ARP request, protocol is 0x0001 for request. And C, does the ARP message contain the IP address of the sender? Yes, the IP sender of this IP address is 192.168.1.126 for the sender address resolution protocol. And D question, where in the ARP request does the question appear? The Ethernet address of the machine whose corresponding IP address is being queried. Um, the field Trahant MAC address is 8 bits double zeros to question in the machine whose corresponding IP address 192.168.1.1 in begin queried. The question number 14 is what are the hexadecimal values for the source and destination address in the Ethernet frame containing ARP? And the destination IP address is 70.01.B5.AF.D1.D6, and the source address of this 3C.55.76.F1.25.90. And the 15th question is, thank you so much.